welcome. So, story time. I learned I had really bad anxiety first when I went back to school. And I decided to take the hardest class, even though I was told by my doctor to take a break to make sure like my body and my mind healed and replenished themselves to where they can handle any stress or any unfamiliar shift in my life, especially after everything I went through. But I didn't listen because I wanted to prove that I was bold and I was strong and I had everything together. But it kind of ended up backfiring on me. So that whole first semester, I was anxious. That anxiety that you get on the first day of school because you don't know what to expect after a long summer break, that was me. But mine never ended. It kept going for the past 6 months of the school year. And when I went back to the second semester, it was downhill from there. I was anxious to do anything, to drive from campus, to be on campus, to walk in campus, to be in class, to walk to class. Like, I had found myself breathing in and out and counting 1 to 10 backwards just to stay calm when I'm walking between my classes. And at times I would not go to my class because it was pretty much full and the first, second, third rows seats were taken. So I'll go to the computer lab. And another part was, if the classes were not full and I made it on time, I would literally stand behind the door for 3-5 minutes to navigate to see what's the nearest empty seat. I was in a point where I was emotionally and mentally exhausted. I had lost all my concentration, all my energy to participate in class. I had no interest of campus activity, and it was getting to where I felt like I wasn't doing well academically, let alone emotionally. So it wasn't until like that week before we went to spring break, I had an 8 a.m. class. I made it to it, but I'm not sure if it was the lecture or being that making it there that morning was a struggle. But after that class was over, I did not go to my next class. I just went straight to my car and I was boiling out. I was having the biggest meltdown. I was crying nonstop, and it was a point where I was crying to where I could not calm myself down or stop crying either. So I called my friend for the first time and he was busy, so I called my friend Mimi and she answered, and she was just giving me all like positive vibes, telling me I'm okay, I can do it. And I was started laughing, you know, and I got to a good place to go to my next class, but I didn't go to my next class. I actually went home. And that was the day that I dropped out of college. And being in an African household, you can't tell your parents, no matter how cool they are, like, you dropped out of college. I couldn't tell my mom I dropped out of college. She'll go to work early, so she never knew if I made it to school or not. So she kept asking, why is your spring break so long, especially Mondays, because I had a Monday class and I couldn't go. And I was like, well, the teacher canceled the class, or the homework is online, it's not obligated to go. And that was a lie, but I was giving myself time to, like, you know, fess up and figure it out. But even until this day, she doesn't know until now. After she sees the video, yeah, she'll know. But so when I dropped out, it was like the hardest thing, because being in an African household, you cannot say, oh, I'm figuring myself, I just dropped out of school because of my anxiety. Like, what? You did what? Because of who? and it's like, are you crazy? It's such a disgrace and it's such a disappointment for your parents to hear that you dropped out of school. So I needed to find a way to go back and solve my issue of having anxiety to graduate. And I knew going back to school just for me to graduate was not going to be motivating me. It's just going to put me in another anxiety attack. So what I did was believe in a bigger end goal than just graduating, and that was getting an honor degree with a 3.5 GPA. I didn't know how that was going to happen because my mind was not in the right place to be getting excessive amount of stress, but that's what I was believing in. And it's so important to have an end goal to be able to accomplish any task or any goal, and for you to see the fruit of your belief. Because for me, after that end goal, I was able to go back and be motivated and encouraged. But the also wonderful part about it is like through that process of your end goal, you get affirmation through God, through the universe, through your family, friends, that you are in the right path, you're in the right track. And in my case, I was in the Dean Honor Roll every quarter of the school year, which I never thought of. At the same time, I didn't think it happened in college, only high school, but apparently it was wrong. So don't wait to see you can succeed in whatever your heart desires. Don't wait to see that you're smart, you're exceptional, you're bold. Go for it with an end goal, and you'll see the power you have over your anxiety and your doubts and also your mind. So be kind to yourself and see you on the next video.